We at the office. Today we have one of the trendsetters for South Florida, one of the auto trendsetters. Everything from dirt bikes, everything from slingshots, down to Jeeps, Lamborghinis, anything on wheels. We got one of the Caribbean trendsetters, a branding mastermind. Feel what I'm saying? He's done merch for what? Marshall Montano, Shao Marshall. He's doing some work now with the dance hall, with the Trinity Dance Hall King. Feel what I'm saying? Swanee, Prince Swanee.
Yeah, man.
And he's definitely the sneaker god. Feel what I'm saying? We here with Craig HOIPONG from HOIPONG Customs. Welcome. How you doing today?
Good, man. Good. Respect. Thank you for having me.
Pulling up to the office, man.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it.
So I see you pulled up in that big boy Jeep and all that.
Yeah, man. Those Jeeps right now are popping. That's what's in. So
yeah,
that's what we're doing.
Yeah. That yellow toy.
Color.
What got you into this car thing? I see that's your thing, and you're like heavy into it.
Yeah. Man, from small, I always been into cars and always had a passion for cars. And as I got older, I started customizing cars and going to shops, having work done. And then it was like the work wasn't really up to par. So after a while, I said, let me open my own thing and do my own customizing and all that. And that's how.
Was it like something family based?
Yeah. So what happened is 08, the economy dropped. I was working for my mom's business and. Man, the business got slow, and I just started say, I'm gonna open my own business, and I reached out to my uncle. My uncle owns a body shop in Trinidad, so I hit him up. Usually, you call people and ask them how to teach you to do something. Nobody ain't really willing and able to teach you to do something. He was willing and able. Flew out here. I got rented half a little bay, and he set me up. Started teaching me little by little, and that's how 10 years later we're here.
Okay. 10 years?
10 years I'm in, bro.
10 years, you were doing your thing, going back to the HOIPONG collection.
Yes.
I know you was doing your thing with drag racing.
Yeah. Larry's a good friend of mine from drag. We got a couple right-hand drive Skylines, I think I've worked with mostly everybody in Florida that's doing something out here. We've collabed and did something at some point.
Yeah. In your time dealing with cars, customizing cars, driving cars on any level, what can you say is like your favorite vehicle that you have driven?
So my favorite vehicle right now is my Ford Escort. It's a classic car that was my father had one in Trinidad and used to race them. I grew up around it, so
Ford Escort?
Yeah, 73 Ford Escort.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Nobody expects it.
Yeah.
I was looking for years in Trinidad and all the islands for one. I couldn't find one, and then I ended up finding one in the UK because Trinidad is has a lot of culture and descent from England and from London and different places like that. So I found one over there, imported it, and customized it, and it's in the fleet. That's the favorite.
Okay. That's the favorite one that you have in your fleet.
Yeah.
Okay, so as far as style-wise,
the Aventador, I just purchased one. That was another dream of mine, is to own a Aventador. Always worked on them, drove one, now own one. It's a whole different beast, man. It's crazy. It's a different machine.
I see you moving around a lot with these Lambos, man. You really making these people nervous out here with these Lambos. How did that come about?
Man, little by little, I started. What I realized, so when I started this business, what I did is I came up with a marketing strategy, and it started. I had a Dodge Charger, customized it. I realized I started getting Dodge Charger customers. Got a Mercedes, started getting Mercedes customers. I said, man, if I want to go to the next level, I gotta go to high end. I got me a Rolls Royce, customized that. Started getting Rolls Royce customers. The next level was Lamborghini. I've always dreamed of owning a Lamborghini and customizing them and those kind of things. So said, so done. I was blessed enough to be able to hustle and get my first Lamborghini. As I customized it and saw the vision, other people gave me the option and the privilege to work on them, customize them. And that's we took off from there. With Lamborghini corporate now, what happened is you go there, do like myself or you, we go buy a Lamborghini. Okay, cool. I told him, you know, I customize cars, whatever. They said, all right, no problem. Maybe we'll give you a call. I never got a call from the first one. After I bought my second Lambo, customized the Lambo truck, I started making a little noise, and you know.
You said that calmly, like, yeah, you know, I got the first Lambo, and then after I got the second one, that was the one that really pushed him
you know,
to deal
dudes
with.
was like, all right, well, you know, he put together a nice Lambo. That's first. That might have been the luck, you know. After the second one, and I built it correct, you know, they were like, all right, this dude is onto something. Let's sit down and talk to him.
Right.
And I came up with a marketing plan and strategy to you know, use my vehicles for their brochures and stuff like that, and we ended up doing that. We ended up signing a contract for that.
Okay. And I definitely, for my time dealing with you, I know you've been like a marketing genius. Even
that.
with merch, I see what you're doing with the yellow vehicles. I seen the Spider. I seen you pull up to a couple of events in that Spider like it wasn't that parking handicap. Yeah,
man. The colors, you know, everyone's like, oh, if your favorite color is yellow, this, that. You know, it's not that. My favorite color is yellow. Is that I've been through 150, 200 cars. So as I started, I said, oh man, I'm gonna do green. I'm gonna do yellow. I'm gonna do red. I'm gonna do black, white. So I've been through all the colors. So you know, it's something about yellow. When you add black accents to yellow, it just popped, man. You know, I ran out of colors honestly, and I said, you know what? I like this yellow, so I'm owning it. The last 2-3 years.
You like sports?
Yeah.
You deal with sports? Pittsburgh Steelers, holla at us. Holla at us.
For sure,
you know
man. For sure. You know, hustle. I don't get time to watch sports and stuff like that, but you know.
Yeah. I'm one of those guys too. I don't really follow up on a lot of sports, but you know, I love boxing. But you know, as far as the marketing thing goes, right? I know you was doing merch for a while. You still do merch?
Yeah, man, we do merch. Merch is part of the basis of our brand and keeps our brand going. When I first started the body shop, and I came up with a marketing strategy, I decided I'm printing so much shirts, hats, Stay Humble, Hustle Hard. That's one of our brands as well. And I decided, you know, I need to open my own business. I'm spending so much money on shirts, hats, different things for marketing, cups, this, that.
Yeah.
Let's open my own thing, and I sat down and talked to my brother. My brother at that time, my brother was working for Carnival Cruise Lines, and he said, "Man, I'm ready to make this move. I'm ready to, you know, jump out and be an entrepreneur as well."
Yeah.
So, you know, I explained to him. I said, "This entrepreneur life is different, man. Everybody's not built for it, you know." So.
Yeah, it's definitely a 24/7 thing.
Yeah, man.
It's nonstop.
For sure. You know, so he decided he wanted to make that jump. We made the jump. He cashed out his 401k. We bought some machines, and the rest is history, man. We've been, you know, we've done some of the biggest artists. We continue to stay humble and hustle hard.
What's some of the new artists that you're working with right now as far as merch goes?
Right now, I'm working with Swanee and the whole Z-Tech empire. You know, big up Trinidad and Swanee, the whole crew in Trinidad. Right now, man, the whole movement, Trinidad dancehall is different out there.
Yeah. That they definitely, for the years that I've been going back to Trinidad, just for the record, we bought 2 Trinidadian men in here, right? Okay, we want to make that clear so nobody don't misconstrue, right? Yeah. So, you know, dancehall has had a huge influence in Trinidad, sure. And I think it was nothing but a matter of time before they created their own lane.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? With making the music and their own brand, because you know, dancehall, you know, internationally known as being a Jamaican thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then we got Gunman in Trinidad too.
You know, right now, you know, the way the country is, this is what they're singing about what they're living. You know, it's different out there right now. You know, it's a struggle. It's real in Trinidad, and you know, I've heard, I haven't been in Jamaica recently, but I heard Jamaica was representing. They playing Swanee, they playing Meds Boss, they playing the whole Z-Tech crew, and you know, different Trinidad songs out there right now. So
right. Is that like I know I seen Trinidad James really endorsing.
Yeah. So you know, Trinidad James really put you know, for the rap industry, he been repping us for the longest, and you know, he took Swanee and they went on Sway and you know, did a little interview and freestyle and you know, all that. But yeah, Swanee's a very talented youth. There's a lot left in him right now. He just busts. We're doing merch. You know, January 1st, merch is gonna be dropping. Z-Tech Empire. So we got that coming. You know, 2020, we got a lot of different things coming. You know, it's still deep in the soak. I still got my HOIPONG DJs, artists that I rep, that we support, and you know, they got a lot of music. My boy Cool Blaze, also the DJ and a producer.
Yeah, shout outs to Cool Blaze. You know, he dealt with my artists on a few records. Classic Frescoball, shout outs to Classic Frescoball. You know, he did a lot of good work. Shout outs to LL Cool Blaze. I fucks with him.
Yeah, you know, he was a youth that came to me, and he wasn't even a DJ. He was doing graphic artist, you know, work, and he was designing logos and things for me. Said, yo, I want to be a DJ. So at that point, I had just started my DJ and artist group with, you know, some of the best. Walshy Fire for Major Lazer,
right.
Private Ryan, your girlfriend's favorite DJ.
Right,
you know,
right.
DJ Puffy, you know,
Puffy's a beast.
Yeah, Puffy's different, you know, and that's you know, he's a Red Bull champion. You know, we got Shaw Marshall, we got GBM Neutron, you know, we got Ryan Saeed, which is another young.
That's
aspiring,
a really humble dude.
very
Ryan
humble,
Saeed.
and he will turn your party up. He will.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You know, so. But back to Blaze, that's why I ended up pulling Blaze, is I saw something in him, you know, and I decided he's a hustler like me, you know. Well, I had posted this on my Instagram the other day, and it's the truest thing. If you're able to reinvent yourself at any point in time, you'll always be successful. You'll be able to make it out here. Reinventing as times changing, technology's changing, everything's changing, but you have to know how to move with the times.
Go with the times, yeah, exactly.
As you know, if you're a hustler, you know, every day we wake up, Monday you start from nothing.
It's about adjusting.
Exactly.
Definitely,
yes,
definitely.
So,
So, branding wise, I just want to stay on branding for a second, right? Is there anything else? Like, I know you're doing merch for other people's brands. As far as your brand and the HOIPONG brand,
when I first started this brand, my mom said, you know, Trini parents, she said Trinis don't support Trinis. You know, I don't know if this is gonna be.
I've heard that too.
If this is gonna work for you.
But it's not just for Trinidadians.
Yeah, it's a fight down. You know, with a lot of different cultures. But you know, I said I was out to prove that wrong. You know, the young generation, and I feel like we've gotten there. You know, I've gotten a lot of my support is from Trinidad and youths and my peers, and people rock the brand. You know, you see the logo on the side. That's another thing. The logo, when we started making hats, you know, you see New Era, you see Nike. Every hat they have got the logo on it. Before we even get a hat, when we get a hat in stock, the logo goes on it before.
Branding 101, please. Everybody that's listening, if you're interested in branding and marketing, please take notes. Your brand should be on everything.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We see we got the
for sure.
HOIPONG cups, HOIPONG customs. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah,
man, you know, that's another thing what I do with my artists, which you know, which is free game out here. I'll let you know is, you know, we launch merch. If you got a new T-shirt, a new hat, you performing, rock that. Don't rock no other name brand, no other thing. Rock that. Sell your merch. That's how it sells.
You definitely got to give me one of my stay humble, hustle hard. You gotta
for sure. I got you on the care package.
I work 28-hour days.
No, that's how it is, man. You know, if you try 100 things, one got to pop.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know. That's a fact. Trial and error.
Ain't nothing wrong with
numbers
trying.
Game.
Ain't nothing with trying.
Just like women, you might holler at 100 women, you only get maybe about 2 on them, but it's a numbers game. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So I see you. I see your love for sneakers.
Man. From ever since I've been you know, from high school, actually before high school, middle school, you know, mom's was a single mom, and you know, we get one pair of shoes. My brother used to be like, oh nah, I'm good, moms. I'm like, all right, I'll take the 4. It's like, you got one pair of shoes for the whole school year, you gotta rock. And it was Jay's, you know, that I was, you know, she worked hard enough to be able to buy me at least one pair for the whole school year. And you know, after a while, I said, you know what, you know, I like Jordans. Let me just figure out how I could buy them myself. I started at 11. I started. I got a skateboard, bucket. Started washing cars around the neighborhood. Bought my first pair of shoes. That's how I ended up really starting to love it. You know, after I started working for it, I saw I could buy this, that, and I just started. My collection started from then. And, you know, I'll fast forward actually to 08, 07. My collection got pretty big working with my mom's. When the economy dropped, now I started my own business. I got a half room of shoes at that point, but I got a business and got bills to pay. So I started selling shoes to pay my mortgage, to pay my rent at the shop, take care of my 2 boys, those kind of things, you know. So, you know, I was determined to succeed. So whatever happened, you know, I didn't care about selling the shoes, whatever. But I always say, you know, if you can get it once, you get it twice. So I end up,
That's a fact. We fall 1,000 times. I heard an entrepreneur say one time, like, a real businessman waits for the loss. They wait for the lesson, then they go hard.
Exactly.
You know
If you're a real hustler, you know, you ain't scared to lose it. You'll get it back.
That's a fact.
You know,
that's
so,
a fact.
And that's what happened. You know, I lost a lot of my collection just off of surviving. So after I got back right, I got back everything I missed, and I sold plus.
We got to get a HOIPONG sneaker deal.
Man, you know, I'm just blessed every year to be able to, you know, make different connections with different people and see, and you know, and get different collabs. That would definitely be, you know, one of my books. In the next couple of weeks, I got Nike reached out to me through a friend of mine, and in a couple of weeks we're gonna be doing a story on my collection and the same thing about how I end up with all these shoes and the story behind it.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, we definitely made an upgrade from skateboards.
Oh, for sure,
and a
man.
gang of sneakers in the closet.
Oh yeah, man. You know, God is good. God is good. And, you know, I'm a firm believer. You get up every day, you try your best. There's somebody up there looking. You no matter what religion it is.
You put good energy out there. You'll definitely get something back.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I'm saying. All right. So now I want to get back to the Lamborghini thing.
Yeah.
I want to get back to the Lamborghini thing. But I want to ask you something, right? You have this impeccable eye for style, right? And, you know, I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, yo, I have to get next to Craig. Because it's like your eye for style is just, and detail. Your eye for detail, especially with down from the clothes. And especially the customs business. I see like, it's that when it goes wrong, call Pong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me personally, after getting, because I've had my share of cars and my share of crashes, I would go and I would get something fixed, and I would damn near just throw the whole car away. Let's get rid of the whole car, because after it come back, it's something
you lost the love for it.
Yeah, like it's not fitting in the same spot no more. But with your business, the detail is impeccable.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm the same thing you said. The same thing has happened to me numerous times where you get into an accident, you lose love for the car. It's like, man, maybe I need to buy a new car. So what I try to do is when the customer gets in an accident, let's not let it leave here normal. Let's customize it. Let's do something to the wheels. Let's do something for, you know.
Sell.
Well, it's a lot of times, you know,
but it's for the love of the culture.
Yeah, but no, a lot of times I do that for free. You know, they pay for the repairs and all. You know, while I'm painting black, I'll paint the wheels black. I'll do something to accent the car to make it look, you know, a little custom. You know, you don't need to spend a lot of money to make your car custom, you know, customized or anything like that. You don't need to buy wheels. Sometimes the factory wheels are nice. You just need to paint them, change a different color, do something like that. And that's what, you know, and that's what we do. But I've heard that, you know, a lot of people have given me compliments about my attention to detail, and I feel like that's one of the things that sets my business, all my businesses apart. Is if it's not right, we're not gonna put it out, you know. And I see things. A lot of people tell me I see things that they don't even notice. You know, I treat every car like my own, and you know, and it's worked out for me in that way.
Very hands-on.
Definitely, I do my own. I wash my own cars. You know, I have my son working with me for a while. He was helping me while I'm washing cars, but I'm not afraid to wash my own car. I'm not afraid to mop my floors. I'm not, you know, I still do all of that.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of business owners that are not as hands-on with the inner workings.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Micromanage.
But when you got to remember, you got to continue doing the same things that you did when you started. That's what got you.
That's a fact. That's a
fact.
fact. You got to keep that same energy.
So that, you know, I always stay. You know, I always remember that, and I was, you know, tomorrow you could be eating out. Tomorrow you'd be starving. You know, so
that's a fact. You could lose it all in 1 second. Yeah.
You know, you don't ever feel like you're better than anybody. Yeah. It's a blessing. You know. So.
Yeah. Stay humble. For sure. Yeah. We embody that.
That's why we live by that. You know,
right,
it's a true fact. You know, I've seen the best of them out here. You know, feel like they're better than everybody else, or you know, the people that got you here. I wouldn't be nobody if I didn't have people, you know, get in an accident and call me and say, hey man, I want you to customize my car. Hey, I want you to fix my car. Hey, I want to rock your brand. I wouldn't be nobody without that. So I'm just a normal person that, you know, appreciative for the ideas and the success that I've gotten, and you know, and I'll remain that way. You know, same way with my brother. We both, you know, we make a great team because we both were raised the same way by our parents, and you know, we were always raised you're not better than nobody.
Yeah.
You know, so.
It's still Curry and Tom Brown. That ain't nothing changed. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, we might get some lobster tails. Just bring the Tom Brown, please. Right? Yeah. So okay. So here's a question I have for you. Right? We went from just washing cars to now we detailing them. Now we fall in love with the detailing, the culture, music, merch, Lamborghinis, right? Because there's levels. Now there's levels.
Definitely.
So
Levels to this.
yeah, it's definitely levels. So now there's some people. It's like, where do you go past Lamborghini? Like, where do you go past what you're doing?
Bugatti, and I said a lot of. If you don't, if your dreams and your ideas don't scare people, then it's not big enough, and that's my next goal.
And we here to make them nervous.
For sure, keep
their
their foot on
their neck.
That's what I'm saying.
Foot on their neck.
The only way I know how to handle pressure is to apply it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. What's the point of playing defense?
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
As far as the music industry, man, that fell on my lap just through merchandise, and I've been blessed to be able to meet so much different people through music. And one of the other people I met was Russian. I reached out to him to do merchandise for him for his record label.
Shout out to Russian.
Yeah, man.
Uptown.
Jamaica. You're doing this thing right now. Representing for the Caribbean. It's all Trinidad, Jamaica. It's all one, bro. It's if he can make it, it's hope for all of us out there. His new record label is Rich Immigrants. That tells you a lot right there.
Right.
We're in this country and we came here, and we're trying to leave something better for our kids and for us. Live a better life. Exactly. Outlive what we're building. So yeah. And I'd reached out to him probably about 3.5 years ago, man. Right before he really just took off. He always he was always with vibes and doing different things.
Yeah.
But I had reached out to him and he was like, bro, you just called me at the same time I wanted to do merch. Like, this is perfect timing. Let's do it. And
now mind you, Russian has been popping since Street Jeans Unfitted. Like
T-shirt.
You know what I'm saying? So, I know that must have been a huge experience for you.
Yeah, man. Russian is a very humble dude, man. Cool dude. And, we sat down. And what I like to do when I'm doing merchandise it doesn't matter if it's a singer, music, a business person, a landscaper, I want to study your business. I want to, so that way I can know how to market you and build your, that's my other business, build a brand. We can, you can hire me to help you build your brand. And that's,
so we might have to talk. I love marketing, but I don't mind taking on a part.
Yeah. So I sat down. So he told me, look, come to the studio and vibe with me. Come and just see what this music thing's about. Come and you'll be able to see. Bro, I sat down for about a week at the studio, just late nights. That's a different thing. Studio, I realized studio life is late nights.
Definitely.
I'm there watching all these people come through. Sean Paul, Nicky Jam. At that point, Farruko started coming. The whole reggaeton was just about to take its course. And we sat down. A day we came up with an idea for merchandise, and he also gave me his plans for the future, where he was going to go with reggaeton. And a year later, from when we had that discussion, it just took off. And, now now you see where he's at. It's on a whole nother level. I'm super happy for my homie. And that's another thing. In this generation, you see a lot of people that their success, and you got a lot of haters out there. You got people that are jealous and this and that. And man, I just try to. I see somebody successful, and I just try to see what they're doing correct and try to learn from that. And better myself. And
humility, more humility.
And that's the other thing. I'm glad to sit down here and talk with you because it's been a long time coming. A lot of people always saying, "Who's HOIPONG? Who's this? Who's that? What's that brand? What's the cars? This, that." They don't know. We never sat down really and explained to everybody what this brand is, how it started. That's another segment that's going to be coming that we'll be releasing about how we came about and how it all started.
Yeah, I see you started doing because I believe we spoke about this before about ways to kind of market your brand to the world.
Oh yeah.
And I see you started doing a segment on Instagram.
Fun Fact Fridays. Yeah, man.
Right.
You gotta. It's only so much that the internet could put out with pictures. You gotta put in.
You gotta talk to them.
You gotta talk to them. You gotta interact. That's another thing I like about your videos you've been doing on Instagram. You gotta definitely follow this dude.
I am Marcus Mack on Instagram. Yeah,
you know, you be speaking, some facts and some jewels, and
right.
that you gotta interact with your audience, and
I think just like you, I've came a long way to this point. But I guess for my journey, I'm not going to spend too much time on myself. For my journey, it was me now finding my voice and realizing that my interaction with the public and the world isn't about me. So what am I going to contribute to the culture? What am I going to contribute to the people? So, that is where those videos came from.
They're not definitely, we're in a great time. You've grown up here, and you're Trinidadian, like you said. Back in the day, growing up, you tell somebody from Trinidad, they're like, "Where's that?" Now everybody knows.
That's a fact.
Where Trinidad is, who we are, Carnival, and all of these different things. So now it's our time to really, show the world what Trinidadians can do. And there's a lot of Trinidadians out here that's doing their thing. Not only me, but there's others that's doing a lot of different things out here.
Right. Like I said, I wanted to get back to the cars for a second. I know that you spoke about growing and changing with the times, right? And right now we're in a time of electric cars.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Economy friendly, vehicles, solar power, and Tesla is like, now mind you, Tesla has been under fire. For past like year or so.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But I see you doing some work with Tesla. Is that like a thing? You like the way you're dealing with Lamborghini? You dealing with Tesla? Or?
No. So basically, it just so happened. I've realized that sometimes at the shop I'll get one Tesla and I'll get three, or I get two Honda Accords, I'll get two other Honda Accords. Right. It happens all at the same time. So it just so happened I've been repairing Teslas a lot. Teslas are no other, it's not harder than any other vehicle to repair. You just have to take the course and be able to get certified in it, which we're a certified shop and facility for Tesla repairs. But I also started Pong Powered. Pong Powered is building parts for electric vehicles, and that's what's 2021. We're going into that.
Let's pay attention, America. Let's pay attention here. Pong Power. Pong Power.
Yeah.
I want you to really tune into what's going on here. Everything Hoi Pong. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to push it because I like to give my people flowers while they still alive.
I appreciate
you know what I'm saying? So when I see it, I'm like, yo, bro.
No, for sure.
I think we sat down one day and I'm like, yo, bro, I like what you're doing.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I see you. And if you want people to know what you're doing, you got to keep it in their face.
Yeah.
There's too many, we're in an era now, where everyone is so happy about likes and who watched their video and who this and that. And I'm like, listen, if you don't continue to create content, it don't matter who liked it or who don't. If you don't continue to create content, you don't have a catalog.
Yeah, for sure.
Feel what I'm saying? So part of marketing, part of branding is consistency. Sure. Continuing to stay in a face. And you take Hoi Pong, which is your name, by the way.
Growing up, it was a funny name. People, in school, it's ping pong, this, that. There's all kind of nicknames people calling you, which I took one of the nicknames that people used to call me and make fun of, and then I opened Ping Pong Pins. So we have a pin and keychain company off of Ping Pong Pins, But the name, another thing what I realized, my father set a strong path for the name and everything. And anywhere I went before I even started this business or anything, they had nothing but good things to say about my father. And I always mimic that and say, my sons, anywhere I go, my face is clean, like we say out here in the streets.
That's a fact.
I can go anywhere. I can go Trinidad. I can go in any hood.
Working for my last name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do good business.
And that's like the most important thing.
Definitely,
from
bro.
like you say, in the streets, from the streets to the corporate offices, it's about doing good businesses, not burning your bridges. And something that I've heard before was I still believe in to this day is the relationship supersedes the transaction.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what
exactly.
brings us
Yeah,
to
no,
this
it's
day.
definitely exactly. That's where the name is. You hear the name, you won't forget. You hear it again, you remember it. So I make sure that it's something good behind it.
You remember the name, you remember the interaction.
Exactly.
Right. All right, man. We're gonna wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to leave the people before you get out of here?
No, man, I just appreciate you having me out here and, giving a little bit of insight on what we do in the business and everything. And, stay humble, hustle hard, man.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Learn life. I am Marcus Mack. We at the office.
HOIPONG Customs.